Hello and welcome to Hitchin' the Trailer. I'm Greg and this is my beautiful wife Nicole.
Hi y'all.
We want to start off today by saying thank you to everyone who listened to our first episode, specifically our friends across the pond. We had some people in France listening.
I don't think you say across the pond for the French.
Okay, probably not. All right. Well, anyway, bonjour, mon amis. You ready to pod, babe?
Ready to cast, babe?
Ready to pod? Let's go.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
So today we're talking about the Barbie trailer, which I have a lot of thoughts on. First, I want to start, Nick, what's your, your history with Barbie? I'm sure you, as a young little lady, played with your share of
Please don't call me
Barbies.
the little lady ever. Yeah, we had tons of Barbies. I had Barbie birthdays and Barbie cakes, and I got Barbie roller skates one year for my birthday.
Potato, Barbie on a bob.
I did. We said something that my mom had gotten us. My sister Danielle and I had so many Barbies that my mom had gotten us this like gigantic like Fisher Price pink and white toy chest. It was like one of those plastic ones. I mean, they still make it. We have one for our kids now. It's like a little Tykes one. But it was filled to the brim with like just a sea of naked Barbies and like mixed with like her accessories and her friends and like a horse and like whatever else she came with. But oh my God, we had so many Barbies.
What a nightmare.
4.
All involved.
No, but I did. I was a big Barbie.
You're a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Yeah, life in plastic. It's fantastic.
Yeah, unfortunately, my history with Barbie is
Not the same?
No.
Did you have any?
No. Well, I mean, we had some in my house because my mom had the OG first Barbie. And then probably about 10 years ago, we took a look at it, and it was bald at the top of the head, I guess from it moving around when we moved and whatnot. She also had a Barbie in full Yankee gear. But I...
Like Barbie was going to play baseball for the Yankees?
Yeah, she was...
What was her position? Starting pitcher?
I was going to say tight end, but that's a terrible joke.
That is, you couldn't have said catcher?
Catcher.
Oh my God. And starting our sports podcast, I will be leading that one up.
Listen, I know tight ends don't play baseball, but I was just thinking something...
Yeah.
No, I...
Also starting our sexual innuendo podcast will be me.
When I was younger, I don't know if you know this or not, but I worked at Toys R Us.
I do know that. I know.
Me, my mom, and my brother worked overnights. And one day I was tasked with setting up a Barbie display. So one of the parts of doing the display was pricing everything. Well, little did I know that there were supposed to be different prices based on what kind of Barbie they were.
Of course. You have holiday Barbies, collector's items Barbies.
Whether or not I didn't know that or
Stacy.
didn't care, whatever. So I priced all of the Barbies the same. And in the morning when we were done, we worked overnights. I said that. I come out of the break room after clocking out, and I'm walking by, and there's this old lady Joanne that worked there. She was grumpy, but she liked me. But she was grumpy. She liked me, my mom, and my brother. And she was just like, these people, I can't, what are they doing? And I'm like, what's going on, Joanne? And she's like, these people yesterday, they put all the wrong prices on the Barbies. I have to fix them all. And I was
like those goddamn people.
No, I was like, actually, Joanne, I did that. I didn't know you weren't supposed to do that. She was like, oh, yeah, no. And she was super nice to me.
That reminds me of Carol that we worked with at MJ's.
Oh, yeah,
that was like
no.
so mean and angry, but.
But anyway,
you.
R.I.P. Joanne. I don't know if
my-
she's dead, but
Oh
she
my
was
God,
super
you're
old.
assuming so.
She was super old then, so if not R.I.P., then congratulations on your super long life, because she's got to be in her hundreds.
Good job making it this far.
Yeah, congrats. She's probably the oldest lady in the world if still with us.
But back to the trailer at hand.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions about this trailer.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, why? Why is Margot Robbie in this movie?
Okay, I don't understand what you're not. You've asked me this question several times.
Because
Money.
she's such a...
It's money, Greg. It's money. It's a money.
But listen.
Movie is
She was in...
a money grab.
both Suicide Squads. She was also...
movies were
had
terrible.
I know they were terrible, but she was awesome in them. She was also in the Harley Quinn movie, which was terrible. Also, she was awesome in them. So, she's a really good actress. We saw that in The Wolf of Wall Street.
That was a great movie. There you go.
Great movie. Her first movie, I believe... You have
One
to
with
look
Will
that up.
Smith. Remember
Focus.
she
I
did
never
that?
saw that.
I never saw that one either.
But...
Should watch that trailer.
Perfect. Is she just picking bad movies?
Let's pull her up on the old IMDb app.
Like, yeah, give me what she's been in.
Okay, let's see. Oh, she was in Bombshell. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't bad.
You watched that one?
Yeah, I watched it with you.
No, you did not.
Yes, Charlize Theron was in it too, right?
I really
It was
like.
supposed to be like a Megyn Kelly type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We watched Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie didn't really do it.
Like, that's what I mean.
It
She's
didn't
like-
really slap the way that they. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It was a great movie.
Great movie, but she was very small part.
Well, fortunately, Sharon Tate.
Yeah, true.
Short life. Very sad. There's a lot of stuff I never even heard of on here. That
Right.
She's. Oh! I, Tanya.
She was in that?
Are you joking?
I totally
Greg,
forgot.
she was Tanya Harding.
Totally
Are you
forgot.
fucking kidding me?
I love that movie.
You're joking.
I really
You're
forgot.
joking.
I swear to God, I forgot that was her.
She's in that? Yeah. She's the fucking whole point of the movie.
Okay. I guess... my
She was
point-
Jane in Legend of Tarzan. That was pretty good.
I never saw that. Is that the one with the guy from Sons of Anarchy?
I never saw Sons of Anarchy.
Well,
It's Skarsgård.
Oh, no. That's different. Skarsgård for Skarsgård.
I pointed at him because I knew he was going to say it. Because he says it all the time, and I don't even understand it. But
It's from
I know it's the Saturday Night
Saturday
Live
Night
thing,
Live.
but yeah, I didn't know. But I knew you were going to
Skarsgård.
say it. So actually, her first couple of things seemed like shows.
Is she from America?
Her second movie was Wolf of Wall Street, it looks like. Second big... Is she from America?
Yeah, that's what I was
Is
thinking.
that also a joke?
No.
No, she's from Australia.
See? No American actors.
Oh, my lord.
Bring it
Ryan
back to last one.
no, Ryan Gosling isn't, yeah.
Where's he from?
Canada.
Ah. North of the border.
Anyway.
Why is he in this movie?
Greg, also, money. Maybe because he's going to turn... I haven't watched any interviews that they've done, but he also has 2 daughters. Maybe that's a reason why he's making this movie. I don't know if she has
But
kids or not yet, but...
They make him out to be a dummy in this movie.
I think...
In the trailer.
Oh, yes.
We haven't watched the movie.
That... We haven't seen the movie. I think that the idea is just... They're supposed to be lifting up Barbie while also kind of putting Ken down, which isn't great. But... if you're going to be stupid for the sake of the laugh, is it good enough? I think yes. I laughed. I will say this about the trailer. Of all the parts of the trailer, first of all, looks like the set design should win an Oscar or whatever they were going to give them because it looks absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I feel like the funniest part and the best part of the trailer was when he's talking to the female doctor at the end, and he's asking to talk to a doctor.
Yeah.
And he has to do an appendectomy. I thought that was hilarious.
But it's like...
But what? But if it's for the sake of a laugh, why isn't
Okay,
it good enough?
I was going to say this later, but they...
Are you going to hold out on me?
No, because it's near the end of the trailer. But the whole trailer, there are no good men in it. Every man is evil. Or dumb, or chauvinistic, or... Like, why would I want to watch that movie?
Well, of course you wouldn't, because you're a man. Hello.
I know, but why would you want to alienate it?
You're like, they're talking bad about us? I'm not watching that.
They have the guy smack her in the butt, or smack her ass, and then
they
go to jail.
I guess the question is, do you think that those things don't happen in real life?
Of course they do.
Right.
But I think a guy would walk over and punch that guy in the face. Yeah. Like, she's on a boardwalk, and it's like, no, if Barbie's going to walk the boardwalk, she's going to get her ass smacked. That would never in a million years happen.
Hun, I think you forget that we're from...
And also,
we're not from, but we lived in New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. You're not. But I think you spent enough time at the boardwalk to know that shit probably happens literally every single day.
I guess we would have... You would have to see the movie to tell me why they went to jail for that. She punches him in the face.
Yeah, well, again, it's just the trailer. It's just, are they showing all the good bits in the trailer?
No.
You think there's
they didn't
more
show any
to
good bits.
You were okay. All right. I want to know what were they originally thinking casting Amy Schumer was going to be Barbie?
I think it would have been that brings me to my next question, but I think it would have been way funnier. There definitely would have been jokes, which we don't know if there is or there aren't, but in the trailer there weren't, about Ryan Gosling's anatomy. Because
there was a joke in the trailer about
what?
it. Didn't what's her face say it? Kate McKinnon say something about it? That might have been a different trailer. There was another trailer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
not the main one.
They do a bunch of them, but not the main one. No.
Yeah,
but she did mention his.
Barbie would be like
his anatomy.
when he's like, "Hey, can I come over later?" She's like, "Well, we're not going to do anything, obviously." Amy Schumer would be making.
They tried to make it a little innocent.
Yeah, well, Amy Schumer wouldn't have been an innocent one,
right?
Which I probably would have thought would have been much funnier. Is this a comedy?
I think so. Seems like it.
At the end of the trailer, it seems like it's like dark, like they're trying to get her and stuff. The end of the trailer, when she's running through the office building, reminded me a lot of Severance. Great show, but it's kind of like they're waking up to reality. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's supposed to be the whole point of the movie. Which at first, if you haven't seen the main trailer, is confusing. There doesn't really seem like there is a point to the movie if you don't see the main trailer. Where she kind of seems like she wants to know what's going on in the real world. But I don't know why whatever's going on in the real world would affect her feet being flat all of a sudden. I don't know how that correlates.
Yeah, I don't know. And also...
One, Me Too movement at a time, her feet fall to the ground. I don't know. I don't get it.
What do cold showers have to do with the real world?
Maybe you didn't pay your heating bill.
Perhaps. What was the other thing she said? Oh,
she fell off her
house.
roof.
Because she floats down from her house every day?
Mm-hmm. They showed that in the trailer.
Yeah. And then she can't because she's thinking about death? I'm so confused by this stuff. So anyway, I didn't know, I think if it was a dumb, almost a Dumber and Dumber-esque road trip movie with Ken and Barbie going, then I think that would be something that would.
But then do you have to make them Ken and Barbie? Can't it just be Amy Schumer and Danny McBride doing Dumb and Dumber?
Can we make that? Can they make that movie?
You don't need.
So, do you have any idea why Amy Schumer didn't end up being in the movie?
From what I saw, she was on Watch What Happens Live, and she said that it was originally going to be a different movie, and that it was less feminist than she wanted it to be, and then they scrapped the whole thing, got Greta Gerwig to direct it, and Margot Robbie then to start it. So it was a completely different movie with a completely different director.
Okay.
She then saw, after she had signed on to do it, saw what they were going for, and it wasn't, her views kind of didn't align to what they were doing. So she was
wanted
I'm
it to
out.
Be more feminist?
But it wasn't the same story that they're doing right now.
Oh, okay.
This is a different story than what they came to her with.
Gotcha.
So it was a totally different movie.
I don't like the way that Ryan Gosling looks in this movie.
Well, you don't have to like it.
Do you?
Do you want to have sex with Ryan Gosling?
Not
Be
anymore.
honest. This is your opportunity.
Like there's parts of the trailer where I think he looks like Owen Wilson.
I don't like you saying that at all. I don't like you saying that at all.
Do you not see it? Like,
I don't know. I did not
with
see
that
it. I don't think he
blonde
looks
hair?
anything like Owen Wilson of all people.
I think with
Like,
the blonde hair,
God,
he looks like Owen
no.
Wilson.
I'm not as crazy about the blonde hair, but also because I feel like Ken wasn't always like a bleach blonde. Ken was more of like
I thought he had brown hair, right?
Chooch's hair color. Like he was kind of like a little sandier blonde. He was like maybe like a light brown, but he definitely I don't remember having any Kens that were bleach blonde like that, but I do remember having a Ken that was a magic shave Ken. And he was supposed to be like burlier, I guess, like living in the woods.
Mountain Ken.
Yeah. And you had this little like sponge razor, and you'd, with warm water or whatever, would like get rid of his 5 o'clock shadow.
Toys are so freaking stupid.
I did that like one fucking time, and then probably lost the razor, and then I was looking at...
Ooh, for Christmas I got Kenny shaves and Barbie poops her pants. Like, what are we doing?
Listen, if it sells, it sells. But that Ken...
That was actually
I forgot about Ken.
That was actually the commercial for the Barbie poops myself. If it smells, it sells.
Terrible. I can see why you didn't go into advertising. Speaking of Ken, though, this is what I want. So I have Barbie trivia for you.
Oh,
I have 3 questions.
All right, let's
and a
get it.
did you know fact. Okay.
Right. Is there a daily double involved?
How many jobs has Barbie had?
Barbie?
Yes.
None.
Are you joking?
Oh, wait. She was
my
stewardess?
Lord. A stewardess? This is Barbie, for Christ's sakes. Are you kidding me? The woman was an astronaut.
Astronaut. Well, I just remember
She's had many a jobs. Take it from there.
on The Simpsons, they made fun of... It was Malibu Stacy. That was their Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a whole episode where Lisa was mad because she was just a dumb housewife.
Mm.
Or, so maybe that's what I'm getting confused.
Maybe.
She was a stewardess. And Lisa wanted to make her own doll who was like a Supreme Court justice.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, that's a great idea. And then eventually, in the end, the corporation won out. And Malibu Stacy came back. And it was this whole thing. But,
I actually think I've seen that one. I haven't seen too many.
yeah, she runs off with G.I. Joe. And like,
Yeah.
there's a real Malibu
Yeah.
Stacy, and G.I. Joe comes back and is like, Malibu, I still love you. That's what they should have put in this movie, which maybe they do. Little Channing Tatum from the G.I. Joe movies
No, thank you.
comes to
No.
sweet Barbie on
Not
her
interested in that part of the story. How many jobs has Barbie had? What is your guess? Number.
72.
She's had over 200 jobs. 200 careers, I should say. She has done so much
You know what
in her
that
lifetime.
tells me? She can't hold a job. What is she getting? 1 job a month?
I think you're forgetting what...
What's her 401k look like? It's a
She
mess.
did work at McDonald's at one point, so I'm sure she's been putting into that.
Did she ever work at Toys R Us? She could have done her own goddamn
I don't know.
display.
Probably. How many siblings does Barbie have?
2.
She has 7. 7 siblings.
Did she have a daughter or a little sister? Wasn't there like a...
Stacy was her little sister.
Stacy.
Yeah. Barbie never was pregnant. That was Midge. It was like a totally different
I don't know
thing.
who Midge is.
Yeah, well.
That her sister?
Look it up. It's fucking terrifying. They put a baby in her belly and like you could like take off the top and then the baby came out. It was fucking horrifying.
Midgey fetus.
It was like it was like the worst C-section that you could have possibly have, where they just take off your entire stomach.
They're like, they don't go straight down
No,
or straight across. They do oval.
It's an oval. Yeah, it was an oval C-section.
It's like they bring out a giant cookie cutter. And they're like, oh, we'll just twist it on
Fucking
here.
terrible.
Rip it out.
Last question. Do you know where Barbie is from?
Malibu.
Wrong again.
Barbie's Dreamland.
Wrong again.
Where?
She's from Wisconsin. She's a Wisconsin girl. Yeah.
How does she have a pool then?
What do you mean?
It's freezing in
I
Wisconsin.
said she's from Wisconsin. I didn't
Where
say
does
she
she live
stayed
now,
there.
though?
I'm gonna guess Malibu or wherever her career takes her. Okay, she's a Rolling Stone.
Well, when she leaves in the trailer, she leaves her place.
Barbie Land.
She immediately is in the desert, so I'm guessing got to be West Coast
California?
somewhere. California, and she's going towards Vegas? I don't know. Because isn't that how you get to Vegas? Is through the desert.
I don't think it's set in a real place, but, you know, I don't know. And then here's my favorite. The
Daily
Did You
Double.
Know? No, this is just a fun fact
Video
here
Daily
for
Double.
you. So did you know that Barbie broke up with Ken?
Yeah.
You
She went out
remember
with
that?
G.I. Joe.
No, like for real. This is like a real thing that they did.
No.
No, this was a real thing they did. I think it was 2004. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what I read. This is the best part. She had a rebound relationship. With who?
Midge.
An Aussie boogie boarder. And his name was Blaine Gordon.
Wait,
This was the actual info that they gave.
Blaine got a last name, but nobody else did?
Blaine Gordon. Aussie boogie boarder.
Oi!
Hiya. That's a real fun fact that I found, and I just thought that was
That's fantastic.
amazing. Mm-hmm.
So, getting back to the trailer, Barbie's crew that she's rolling with.
There's a lot.
Who are those people? Am I supposed to know them? Or?
No, some of them I guess are more known, but no, I don't think a lot of them are. Well, you could pull it up on the good old IMDb app.
Yeah, because the way they were featured, it was like, oh,
Let's see.
maybe
So you have East. So they're all called Barbie. That's that's supposed to be like the thing, and
they're all have the different jobs.
Mhm.
So there's 200 friends.
there's all different Barbies. So, Issa Rae, she was in Insecure. That was
Oh.
her show. She wrote it.
Right. And then she was in that other movie,
Yes. Netflix,
funny movie.
Lovebirds. Kumail
Lovebirds.
Nanjiani.
Yeah, that was.
I loved that movie. I thought it was freaking hilarious. I thought they were so
Bacon
good.
grease in the
The
face.
bacon grease. Oh my god.
That
I
was
forgot
good.
about the bacon grease. Oh, that was so good.
Any of the other?
So you got Kate McKinnon. She's the one that's like the all fucked up Barbie.
Was she a Barbie or was she a bridge
She's
troll?
a Barbie. She's a Barbie.
Why did she go somewhere
Because-
else to?
Oh, I don't know about that, but probably because she looks like that, because that's what kids do to their Barbies.
Oh,
They like fuck
cut
them
up
up,
their
cut
hair.
their hair off. Yeah. Alexandra Shipp is a Barbie. She was in X-Men. She was one of. She was Aurora Monroe.
No idea.
I thought she was supposed to be like Storm in them. If you remember,
Like she was
the
like the
X-Men.
young.
She was young, but they're not saying she was Storm because I think she was found in Egypt. Emma Mackey, she's been in the, actually, which I forgot. She was in Death on the Nile, which we like those movies. Those are
Yeah.
the Agatha Christie movies.
Mhm.
She's in Sex Education. She's like the main chick, which I don't know if you've ever watched. It's on
No.
Netflix.
Never seen
It's
it.
a British show, and it's great. Harry Neff, I think she's the first, I guess, trans Barbie. I don't know if she's said to be a trans Barbie, but she is a trans woman.
Is there really a trans Barbie?
Maybe now there is. I don't know if they would. I don't know. I don't know what Mattel's stance is. Dua Lipa,
Was she one of the?
she's a Barbie.
Oh, interesting.
Nicole. Oh, you wouldn't know Nicole Coffin. She's from Bridgerton. She's one of the Bridgerton.
So a lot of British actors.
Yeah.
in this.
Ken wise, we've got a lot of Kens also.
Multiple Kens.
Multiple Kens. That's what they're doing. They're doing a mix. Simu Liu from The Rings.
Oh,
Marvel.
Yeah. Lord of the
Shang-Chi,
Seven
fantastic movie.
Rings. Yeah, that was great.
Then they've got, I don't know. Oh my God, the guy from the Secret Invasion show,
Ben Mendelsohn.
Kingsley Ben Adir. No, God, man. You imagine?
Oh, the guy that's the main
Yeah,
bad guy.
the other. I don't know how to
What is
pronounce
his
his
name?
name.
Gerba or whatever in that show.
Something with a G. Yeah. I can't think of how to pronounce this guy's name, but he's also in Sex Education. He's fantastic. He's a Ken. Scott Evans, Chris Evans' brother, is a Ken. They couldn't get Chris. Chris wasn't available.
Frank Stallone. Frank Stallone's a Ken. All right.
Luke Hemsworth.
The other Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Fat Jonas.
Wait, are you ready for the best?
Not Fat Jonas?
No. I'm gonna call him that. Are you ready for the best?
Yeah.
John Cena is a Ken.
I saw
Oh, you knew that? Oh, I didn't know
He's
that.
a merman.
It says Ken. I didn't know that, though. Why didn't you tell me that?
I don't know. Because it's not in the trailer, so I was going to bring it up.
You don't feel good about it? You feel like you sound like you feel some type of way.
Merman, Dad. Merman.
You're like, oh, I saw he was in it.
Speaking of which,
Mermans.
I was going to bring this up later, but Will Ferrell's in this movie
Yeah.
as the bad guy.
Yep.
He's in the boardroom doing basically a Mugatu
Yeah. You did say
impression
that.
from Zoolander. So they got a merman and they got Mugatu.
So
Are
they're
they
just,
just copying Zoolander?
they're just taking all of his stuff.
But like, so Will Ferrell's the bad guy.
Are you okay with that? You don't.
And, well, is Mattel okay with that? Because
With Mattel being the bad guy?
yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking about that too. Like, are they okay with being, shown in a poor light?
Yeah, it's weird. Unless
They have to be. They had to sign on to it.
well, unless in the end it ends up that
Yeah,
Barbie was the bad guy.
That'd be
Spin
crazy.
it.
Crazy twist. They're gonna make this into
Barbie's
a horror
evil.
movie.
I guess one of my questions is now Ryan Gosling and
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie can never be in another movie again.
Why? Says
Because
who?
then you're always going to think they're Ken and Barbie.
What?
Like, I feel like
Says who?
they because then it's always going to be like, oh, because Ken is so goofy in this. So goofy.
In the trailer, you don't
In
know.
the trailer.
I mean, yes, he seems like he's goofy, but
He
so
pops up
so
in
are
the
you
back
saying,
of the car like he's Drop Dead Fred.
So I thought that was cute.
Cute.
I mean,
That
like
was
not if it
creepy.
happened to me in real life.
You
Well, is
You
it?
would lose your mind.
But is it Ryan?
If I walk in the room unannounced, you lose your mind. Oh my God! You gotta tell me when you're coming in.
Shut up! The children are sleeping and you're screaming.
Sorry.
And you're right. I would. You're right. I would. I do. I get very
Oh,
jumpy.
because I don't look like Ryan Gosling.
I was just gonna say, is Ryan Gosling the one that's popping
Listen,
up
Why
in my backseat? Maybe I wouldn't be so alarmed.
Why? Did
Maybe
they...
instead of screaming, I'd be like, "Oh,
Oh, hi, Ryan.
hello,
Oh, hey, Ryan.
hi, Ryan."
Ryan. Why instead of this movie didn't the two of them just do The Notebook 2 Electric Boogaloo? That would be such a better movie for them. I would rather watch that, I think.
I like that
Would
every.
you watch that?
I like that every sequel is part 2 Electric Boogaloo to
Yeah.
you.
'Cause
Don't ruin the
greatest
Notebook. You cannot ruin
sequel
the
of all
Notebook.
time is Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
You cannot ruin the Notebook.
He was in the first
One of the
one,
great.
right?
There is only one. There is not a second one to come. That's not how it works. Okay. You don't understand what the Notebook is.
They make a lot of
really
sequels.
frustrating. This ain't one of them.
You sure? They made
Sure.
Speed 2, Speed on a Boat.
They've made tons of speeds. You could do a lot of speeds. You can't do another Notebook in where in the end
So there's no more
they
Notebooks
die.
anywhere?
They die. They
Did
die
Ryan
in the
Gosling
end.
die?
Yeah, well, he became James Gardner, but yes, he died.
Spoiler alert.
If
Right.
you haven't seen it by now,
Jeez, I was just going to watch it. Like, literally, tomorrow, I was like, watch The Notebook. It's in my notes app.
it's in your notebook. Watch the Notebook.
Watch The Notebook in my notebook. All right, so in the middle of the trailer, they want you to know
Yeah.
that this is a Greta Gerwig movie. Like, it's directed by Greta Gerwig.
They do the same shit for Martin Scorsese.
Who is she?
I'm sure.
What has she done? I know none of her movies.
You probably know more than you know.
Like, why is that a big thing? Yeah, Martin Scorsese, because he's done a million
I think
amazing
that
movies.
part of it has to do with because this was such a big film, such a big money grabber, lots of collabs happening. So I think she's the first female director in history to like make as much money as she did opening weekend.
Well,
I think so.
yeah, but they put her name front and center before it even came out.
So she wrote Lady Bird. Which I don't know if you
it.
remember seeing that. You did see it.
I saw parts of it. That was the redhead girl with it, right? There was a redhead in it. Kid with a astronaut helmet?
it's Saoirse Ronan, and she has like dyed hair. But the true star of that movie is Laurie Metcalf, aka Aunt Jackie from Roseanne.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole. I
She's
popped in for
fantastic
like
in
20 minutes, and you had already started watching.
So I mean, yeah, she's like done stuff. She did do Wiener Dog in 2016.
Oh my god.
Her name in it, Dawn Wiener. I don't know what that movie is. Well, let me just read it quick.
Wiener brother, John Wiener.
A dachshund passes from oddball owner to oddball owner whose radically dysfunctional lives are all impacted by the pooch. I really should send that to my mom and my sisters. They're weird.
They love wieners.
Wiener dog people.
They do love wieners.
Yeah, I don't really know why. I guess they made it such a big deal. Maybe just because she was a woman directing it, and maybe they would have done that with like Sofia Coppola. I really don't know.
Yeah.
I can't answer that one for you. I don't have all the
But I've
answers
heard that
correctly.
in other places where like, whoa, it's Greta Gerwig, and I'm like,
I think she redid Little Women, which I don't know why you had to redo that.
didn't they do that movie like 4 times?
They really have. They have just done it and done it again and done it again. And it's like just
They're not little anymore.
leave it alone. It's you're not gonna go in and change the story. So just leave it. You're just putting new.
Make a sequel.
You're just putting new actors in the same role, and like, okay, we get it. Joe is this. It's too much.
I don't even know what that story's about.
I know. Of course you don't. Why would you? How many books have you read? You know it was a book, right?
Larry Bird's Drive.
And it's not about little people. Just in case you were curious.
Not the Fisher Price little people.
Not those
I
little
would've read
people. Not other types of little people.
So when Barbie goes to see Kate McKinnon,
You really have so many questions about this.
I
show.
do.
You are.
I do, because I'm trying to figure out a reason why I should watch it.
Okay. Well,
Because I like
that's what you
Margot
gotta
Robbie.
do to dig.
Because I like Margot Robbie.
I get that. You've said it a lot.
I like Margot Robbie.
I get it.
You know, Margot Robbie pops up in the back of my car.
She'd say, "What am I doing in this shithole car?" She was.
Is this a 2007 Saturn?
If you had Margot Robbie in the back of your car, it's because you kidnapped her. Like, there is no other logical reason. Are you an Uber driver now?
Margot Robbie taking an Uber?
Not in a Saturn. She wanted. She's gotta go. She gotta go to the Pittsburgh.
Not that there's anything wrong with
Nothing
a Saturn.
with Saturns.
I don't even know if they still make
Sponsorship
Saturns.
coming from Saturn.
I don't.
Saturn has to put out a statement. We do not condone kidnapping Margot Robbie in our Saturns. We also don't condone driving for Uber. We don't know how long these cars will last.
Listen, gets me to and fro. That's all that matters.
A to B, baby. A to
Saturn
B.
to Uranus.
B stands for Barbie. And did you know, did you know, because Austin, our son, knows this about me. When we were younger, we got everything and then some that we wanted for Christmas and birthdays and everything.
Weren't you rich?
Yeah, showered with gifts, not with love. You know, it is what it is. And all I wanted was a my size Barbie when she came out. Did you remember my size Barbie?
Yeah, I
Did you see them
sold
at
them.
Toys R Us? Okay, so that was all I wanted. So badly. I never got a my size Barbie, but like, it literally like pained me to the core that like, it was just such a significant loss in my life that I never got a my size Barbie. That probably at the time that I wanted it, she probably was not even my size. She was probably shorter than I was.
What did you get instead? Do you remember?
Oh no, probably 750 other things that I didn't need nor.
So it's not something that you got that was like, I didn't even want this. They gave me.
No, I never was that kid.
Because you know the story.
Never
You know
was
the
that
story
kid.
about my dad when he's like, all I wanted when I was 12
Wasn't
years
an
old was
Atari.
little army. No.
Oh no, he got an
He
Atari.
wanted little army guys.
Yeah.
And my mom got us all an Atari, and I don't even like video games.
I just can't even
Fast
believe that your
forward,
dad was alive.
The guy has never had a cell phone. Doesn't
Yeah.
even know how to use a computer. Never touched one.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed that.
Like, if you dropped him into any
Today's
place,
world.
yeah, he'd be like, all right, I need a map, I need a payphone, and I can get anywhere I need to go. And people are
Does
like,
anyone
"What
have
are
a compass?
What are those things?
Does anyone have
What are you, a Boy Scout? Get out of here, creep. Speaking of creeps, Kate McKinnon. Why is the choice you can go back to your high heels or you can get in these Birkenstocks because that represents the real world? Does it?
I mean,
Like,
I think maybe it was more about the flat feet. Birkenstocks are flat.
any shoes are flat except for high heels.
Yeah.
Again, and then Barbie's like, no, I'll just go back to my regular life where it's perfect. And she's like, no, you can't do that. Why
You
not?
really watched this trailer. Like,
did.
You really.
I did.
You didn't have nearly this many questions about Mission Impossible.
Yeah, it was our first pod. We didn't know what we were doing. We're a little more fine-tuned this time. A little better pacing.
All right. Well,
Maybe better jokes. I don't know.
I feel like I get what they were obviously trying to do, and they're trying to. It's a joke, Greg. It's a joke. That's what it is. It's a joke.
The whole movie.
By making her have to choose to go to find out what's happening in the real world. Which, if I were Barbie, I'd hightail it the fuck out of that real world and go back to Dreamland or whatever,
Yeah.
Barbie Land.
Who wouldn't? I love Dreamland.
I'd like to go off to Dreamland right about now.
All right,
So the question is to you, Gregory.
Okay.
Are you hitching to the trailer?
No,
You're not in it.
I'm not watching this movie.
You're giving it a no. Big old no.
I mean, if you have it on and I walk in and I might give it a little bit. But
If you're
I'm not excited.
you're not going to the bathroom and like leaving the door open to get a listen or asking me to pause it. You're
I don't go to the bathroom with the door open.
No, but if you were super interested,
You don't want me going to the bathroom with the door open.
if you,
You know that.
if you were super interested in a movie, you might.
No, I would have you FaceTime me while I'm on the toilet.
Mm.
So, and then
Prime suggestion of
we've
mine
done that
at all
multiple
times.
Yeah, multiple times in football games. I'm like, just FaceTime me. I gotta poop.
So you're a no-go on the Barbie.
Yeah, I'm a no-go. Are you? How about you? You're
I
the
am-
Barbie enthusiast.
I am not. I think if I had all the time in the world, sure, I'd go to the movies to see it. Yeah. I don't have all the time in the world, so I'm not going to do that. But will I watch it illegally or when it comes on, HBO Max or whatever? Definitely. I will definitely watch it at some point. Am I going to go make an effort to get a babysitter to go to the movies to see it? No.
By yourself because I ain't going.
Oh, dream come true. Are you kidding me? I get to go anywhere by myself? Then maybe I will. You know what? If Greg watches the kids and I can go by myself, I'd go see Barbie.
Instead of Mission Impossible.
No, I'd go see Mission Impossible any day. But I'd feel bad doing that without you. Because somebody
That
has
I would like to see.
somebody has to explain to you what's going on in that movie, obviously.
One last question I
Go.
have to hit.
Give it to me.
Was their hooking their trailer to Oppenheimer making the Barbenheimer thing happen?
I still don't get that.
People went out and watched both movies.
Did a double feature, yeah. Was the point because one is sad and one is not?
I don't know. Because they both seem sad to me.
Gregory. One is in like sepia tone and the other one is in fucking
In
neon.
what?
Sepia tone.
What the fuck is that? What is sepia tone?
You never put a filter on a picture, obviously.
Obviously not. What is that, an Instagram thing?
Yeah.
An Insta-who?
All right, Phil, calm down.
But I
don't
like,
know what the point is.
It was
Who
like
has
one
the
of the
time? That's what I want to know.
TikTokers.
Who's got the time?
TikTokers, flip-floppers, jip-joppers.
Stop that right now.
But honestly, would this movie have made as much money as it has opening weekend
Yes.
if they did?
Yes, does not matter, yes.
So you're saying Oppenheimer wouldn't have made as much money?
I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm saying that I think that the history would show that Barbie has a little more weight than the hydrogen bomb in the sense of like popularity.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that young couples, 20s,
they're going to see Barbie.
No. You know, let me finish. The girl wanted to see Barbie, and the guy wanted to see Oppenheimer, so they made it into a thing, Barbenheimer, where they both got to see their movie, and they spent 6 hours and $700 in the theater. They're like, "Oh, we need more popcorn. That'll be $42." Like,
I just don't. Why not go on 2 different weekends, or why not? Why do you have to see something right when it
because then
opens?
you can't
We live in a
TikTok
different.
that you did the Barbenheimer.
Oh, okay.
That's the whole thing. I'm saying.
I don't even like you saying that.
Barbenheimers?
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't like it.
You don't like the Barbenheimer?
No, stop.
But I know Christopher Nolan had said something about being pissed about it because
If you know what? If you're one of those people, I want nothing to do with you anyway.
you love Christopher Nolan. You love The Dark Knight.
Yeah, I do.
And you love In Sheep Shit.
I don't know if I'd say I love and cheap. That was a lot of my brother's influence who held my eyes open while I watched it. But
Did he explain everything? Now he's in a dream, inside a dream.
yeah, are you watching?
Of a dog's
Are
dream.
you watching this? Shout out to Ray. It's true.
Big time shout
I
out.
do like Christopher Nolan movies. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, the people still came to your movie. What do you care? You still made your money. If it's really about the craft, then you should be making fucking indie films that are, being premiered at Cannes and not $1 billion box off, CGI crap fests. There you go.
So, I don't know if we're going to make this a thing, but I did it last pod, and I'll do it again. Prediction. Last pod, I predicted the death of Ving Rhames.
I thought you were going to say Sinead O'Connor, R.I.P.
No, R.I.P. Topical. I think that this will be, in the long run, maybe 10 years down the road, Margot Robbie's worst rated film.
Disagree wholeheartedly.
Disagree. All right, I think we did it. Anything you want to add?
I got nothing left. Barbie took it all from me.
Barbie took it all from you.
She's got it all.
You're a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Sure am.
All right, well, hit us up on our socials. We're Hitching the Trailer on Instagram. We are Hitchin 414 on the artist formerly known as Twitter. It's now X. They're rebranding. Let us know if there's any movies you want us to do, any trailers we want to take a look at. Old, new, doesn't matter.
We're doing it all.
If there's any sponsors out there that want to sponsor the program, you can hit us up at hitchingthetrailer@gmail.com. We always love to hear from everyone. So, all right. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.